Lewis Hamilton didn't just reappear at Silverstone, he roared back. Wearing Ferrari red, the 7-time world champion made a statement on home soil. This wasn't nostalgia, was retribution. FP1 confirmed what the paddock suspected. Hamilton remains a force. He topped the sheet with a blistering 1 minute 26 seconds and 892 milliseconds, outpacing Lando, Norris and Oscar Piastri by mere hundredths, but enough to send a shiver through McLaren and the field. This is Silverstone, a track where Hamilton is practically royalty. 9 wins, 7 poles, 14 podiums, but this time, it's with Ferrari. He's not leaning on past glories, he's making new ones. FP2 delivered more fireworks. Lando Norris clocked fastest with a 1 minute 25 seconds and 816 milliseconds. But the real story was Ferrari's consistency. Leclerc and Hamilton locked in P2 plus 0.222 seconds, and P3 plus 0.301 seconds, cementing their Friday dominance. The conditions were tricky, gusty winds, rising track temps. Most teams fought with tire overheating and balance issues. Ferrari handled it clean. As McLaren's Andrea Stella put it, tricky conditions today. We look strong, but Ferrari, they looked sharper. Carlos Sainz had a brief spin in FP2. Hamilton dodged it with veteran precision, ever lifting, never missing. By session end, Ferrari had 2 cars in the top 3, with McLaren narrowly behind. McLaren boss Zak Brown was clear. The Ferraris look very strong, both over 1 lap and over race pace. It looks like they're our biggest competition this weekend, and they're not the only ones noticing. Paddock whispers are turning into firm expectations. Ferrari is back in the mix. Hamilton, now 40, spoke to media with cool confidence. I've not had a podium yet. This would be a really special place to get one. It wasn't a wish, it sounded like a warning. Just a year ago, he won here in the rain in a Mercedes, holding off faster cars through sheer wet weather mastery. This year, the weather may not help him, but Ferrari's pace just might. Coming off a solid P4 in Austria, his best Grand Prix finish with Ferrari, Hamilton looks mentally dialed in. He's adapting fast, learning the team, and now he's at the one circuit where instincts take over. But Austria also gave us tension. Hamilton was unhappy with Ferrari's Leclerc strategy call. I'm not here to start 4th and finish 4th. He wanted a gamble. They wanted security. He brought it up calmly but firmly after the race. And again before Silverstone. I never want to do the same thing as my teammate. He wants flexibility, risk, and racing freedom. Not duplication. This matters. Leclerc and Hamilton both ran medium-hard-medium in Austria. Hamilton preferred a medium-medium-hard split, believing it offered a better Leclerc's attack window. And the truth is, he's not wrong. When you're not under threat from behind, you have to try something bold. He's made that clear to the Ferrari pit wall. The message, trust me to fight. Leclerc, meanwhile, is quietly solid. For podiums this season, 3rd in Austria, but even he admits, the first half of the season was below expectations. But we're improving step by step. Ferrari's upgrade package, especially the new floor, has clearly made a difference. They were 2nd fastest in Austria, and now look equally competitive at Silverstone. In fact, their long-run pace on mediums puts them toe-to-toe with McLaren. Hamilton's sector times suggest he's especially strong in low-speed corners, critical for Leclerc's tire management. What about Red Bull? Verstappen looked uncomfortable all day. Tire graining, brake temperature complaints. Radio chatter full of concern. They're not out, but they're not dominant either. Mercedes Russell had moments but didn't challenge the top 3. Aston Martin, Lance Stroll showed flashes of pace but nothing sustained. Rain could still play a role. Forecast says drizzle is possible during qualifying, but Sunday looks dry. Which means this might come down to raw race pace, and Ferrari's got it. The FP2 race simulations showed Hamilton and Leclerc able to stay within Norris's DRS window for most of their long stints, but Hamilton wasn't even pushing. Over team radio, he casually reported, "Their rears look dirtier than ours." It wasn't just an observation, it was a flex. Silverstone is his kingdom, And this weekend, he's walking its halls again, this time in red. Leclerc may be the strategic anchor, but Hamilton, he's the storm. All eyes are on qualifying. FP3 could reveal more, but the track is already shifting. Rubber is going down. Grip is evolving. And Hamilton's confidence is rising. Let's not forget, this is a man with 104 wins, 104 poles, and over 200 podiums. He doesn't just show up, he rewrites history. And he's ready to do it again. If you're loving this battle, the strategy drama, and Hamilton's Silverstone resurgence, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the post-qualifying breakdown and full race debrief. This is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable British Grand Prix in years, and we'll be breaking it down turn by turn. Hamilton's got the car, he's got the crowd, and this time, he might just have the last word.